good Reverend Dr. Paxton JAPrice, founder of Paxton's Foundation and Church of Redemption. He is an entrepreneur, a TV and radio host, better known as The Rev. This show is designed just for you, the listener, to educate, entertain, and equip you. Now sit back, buckle up, and now let's roll with The Rev.
America, you know what time it is. Your main man, The Rev, Faith and Sports. You know what we do every episode. We talk about the world of sports and apply the word of God. And Ryan, the NBA is now in the last part of their season. All-Star game is over. All-Star break is over. Now we down to crunch time. And guess what? The Spurs that shut down their best player.
Rev, I don't know. I don't know how to take this because, well, they said they shutting him down because he got blood clots in his shoulder.
Yes.
But I mean, I guess that's what you got to do.
I mean, he is the future, so you want to keep him safe. But I'm trying to think, why so many NBA players hurt so often? I mean, AD's talking about he can come back for another 2 weeks. He ain't finished the whole game in Dallas.
I think this is all a correlation of when you give these players money before they earn it.
Yes.
They got a sense of entitlement and they can do what they want. And now you're getting lazy basketball.
You are getting lazy basketball now.
Wemby can't do anything about those blood clots. You got to make sure you got to check that out.
Yes. He young and
ain't no way somebody should be playing basketball if you getting hurt every single game.
The Mavericks trade for AD. He don't finish a whole game, and he hurt for 2 weeks. Well, more than 2 weeks. Got 2 more weeks to go.
And that's what it's just. It's a bad trade, man.
Oh man,
it's a bad trade.
You know it's rough when you get a player who doesn't play because he hurt all the time, and the Mavericks felt like they had to do it. That's bad.
Yeah,
that's bad.
And I think it was quietly Dallas wanted to become more of a defensive team.
Yes.
And Luka wasn't helping that.
No, Luka doesn't play D at all.
No, because now you look at it. You look at Luka with the LA.
Yeah.
Hey man, LaMelo put him on skates. I said he had Luka hopping.
He had Luka just jumping all around. But Luka's never been a defensive player.
No.
Unfortunately, in LA, you don't have really too many people that play defense like that.
No.
So they have to outscore people, and the Hornets they gave them that work.
Yeah, they just the Hornets just kind of slowed the game down.
Yes,
because in a half court game, the Lakers are a little older.
Yeah.
And in a half court game, you got Luka on Melo, on LaMelo Ball.
That's a bad matchup.
And now if you keep LeBron at the wing, who's 40 years old, but he's probably your best defender.
That's saying something.
Austin Reeves is getting ejected for hollering at the ref.
He was hot too. He was real mad.
It's rough, man.
And then crunch time, they went to LeBron James and he missed both shots. I mean, badly too.
That's kind of what you do in this generation.
I mean, that's you got to play defense to win championships. And right now, the way Los Angeles is set up, their roster, they don't have too many people that can play defense.
No, and them being the 5th seed, I feel like they're going to drop.
Yes!
I think so too.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to drop.
Time we've
later in
been
the season,
tied
have more
this evening.
I think Golden State will be a
Doncic front
team
court.
Start making a little
Finney
bit of
Smith.
Count it. And Draymond Green kind of steps over a little bit. I mean, he's
Brought to you
supposed to
by
stay.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Lob to
They
Jack. He doesn't miss.
ain't beating OKC in 7.
And they ain't beating Denver.
yeah.
They're not beating Denver in 7.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have the horses, but you got to tell everybody, hey, we out here to win. So I don't have no problem with Green saying it. It's just that.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, because they're an older team too. I mean, Curry can hang with anybody.
Yes.
You know, but you got Draymond is you know,
He got the gray in his beard.
Yeah, he looks. I said he look old. Man.
He's looking old, playing old.
But Butler's keeping him in there. I mean,
yeah.
I think it complements well Butler and Curry's game.
Yes.
They're gonna be. I don't think they're gonna.
Well, they're not an easy out whatsoever.
That's what I was. Yeah, they're not. I don't think they're gonna win, but they're gonna give somebody some trouble.
They're gonna give somebody some trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I like their team. It's gonna be a good series. Whoever they play in the West. But there's some teams in the West that are gonna be dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we don't really consider the Suns a contender, but really the Suns have the talent to be contenders.
Yeah. They just it's because Booker. I think everybody just kind of just pushed Booker to the side.
Yeah,
Booker's still one of the best players.
I think so too.
I just think the laziness of KD. His mentality is
that's what it is.
He has a lazy mentality. You have all the talent in the world. And
yes.
Outside of the two that you got in Golden State, you should have had one in OKC.
Yeah, I think so too. When they had so much talent over there. Westbrook, Harden,
they were all young.
And they was all young. I don't know who decided to break that up, but that was a dumb decision.
And KD, he wanted to do it on his own.
KD wanted to do it, and never went to do it on his own.
No, he
just went somewhere where they had more talent at.
Yeah, they just beat you in 7.
Yes,
in Game 7.
So I understand that, but KD has the talent. He don't have the desire. He doesn't have the heart, but he definitely have the talent.
Now you said something one of the prior shows about this era of basketball.
Yeah,
and you said what made me think. You know, you said the face of the league for this era is LeBron.
Yes,
and if you have a LeBron sitting out, everybody else is going to think it's
for
okay.
Discomfort.
Yeah, for an All-Star game, for all these other games, when you have that, it becomes a trend around the league.
I think what the league needs to do is reestablish that the league is about the fans. Remember in the 80s, the NBA was fantastic.
Yeah, yep.
They need to start to reestablish it's really about the fans and not about the players. They need to reinforce the fact to the players this is really about the fans.
And they made you love it.
Yeah, we loved it then.
Inside stuff.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, come on, we had all that, man.
All that
NBA Jam. They had all that.
Ahmad Rashad.
Come on, man. And he was a reporter, and he became one of the.
You know, he when he was in Minnesota, he was one of the best wide receivers in football at the time.
Know.
I still got his football card. Ahmad, shout out your boy Rev. I'm gonna send you the card. Sign it for me. Send it back. Got
everybody's favorite mother on television as his wife.
Hey,
Claire Huxtable, Felicia Rashad.
Claire.
It's
Claire was a cutie, wasn't it? Yeah. Claire was a cutie.
Yeah, and when you look at the NBA, you know how they say it's progressed.
Yes.
When you say it's about the fan, when you look at these shows and you know, you got Barkley and Ernie Johnson and them, that's what everybody looks for after the game, but there's nothing when the basketball game is over, it's nothing. Why?
It's really nothing. There's no personality to the game anymore. No desire. Like Michael Jordan had we're gonna be the best mentality and the desire and as young kids we want to be like Mike. And all Mike want to do is win. But now, you know, it's different now. They more like
ain't nobody got commercials.
They more like entertainers now. They more like reality TV stars.
It's about them.
Yeah, it's all about them. No longer about the fans. No longer about winning. No longer about we're gonna put on the show for the fans. They just like, you know.
Man, we couldn't wait for All-Star Weekend.
Oh my goodness, All-Star.
They competed every quarter, every play.
They did not want to lose. Well, I still remember Orlando Blackman at the foul line. Isaiah trying to get into his head. Magic trying to keep Isaiah away from him.
At the All-Star game.
This is an All-Star game. Man. It's nothing like it.
Now they don't play defense till 3 minutes left in the fourth.
Yeah, now they
and
just
it's
run around.
196 to 197.
211, 210.
Yeah, it's just like this is
They
crazy,
not playing no
man.
D. They not trying to do anything. And then like we said before, you got superstars like LeBron that will sit out the last minute with discomfort.
And the fans are coming to see you, man.
The fans are paying money. They paying a whole lot of money to see you, and you sit out with discomfort.
Perfect example. You.
Yep.
When you said you a season ticket holder and you've seen them play no times in Philly.
I have seen Embiid, Maxey, Paul George play 0 times together, and I'm a season ticket holder.
And you said it's going to be your last year.
Yeah, it might very well be my last year. Me and my wife was talking about it today, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
This might very well be our last year. We could just buy individual games, wait to see who's playing. Like, we got game Saturday, and I don't know who's playing.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, and we talked about that too. You got them season tickets when you had somebody named Iverson.
Ooh, who gave 100%
Man,
all the time.
That stadium was packed.
Ooh.
It's packed now, but that noise.
Yeah, that noise different.
That was different.
That was different.
Because, again, it was about the fans. He put on a show.
He put on a show, and he made sure he gave you everything he had.
Playing hurt.
Oh, man.
You talk discomfort.
Discomfort.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
That's Iverson, man.
He was small, but he was tough, and he showed you every play. He showed his toughness, his desire, his want to, his character, and the fans respected that and loved it.
Mm-hmm. And you couldn't wait to get to the TV.
Yes.
To watch those games.
Yes.
And wasn't nobody sitting out, man.
Nobody.
Kobe played with a broken finger on his shooting hand.
That's right. Listen, you had players who wanted to play and put on a show for the fans, and if they was hurt, they'll tough it out.
Yeah, because let's just say the Sixers make the playoffs, which I think is highly doubtful.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard now.
Yeah, it's because you late in the season now.
It's too late in the season, you ask me.
Would Embiid automatically be healthy?
Yeah, and I don't know, because sometimes I feel sorry for him. Because sometimes it's just like strange stuff, like when he got fracture in his face.
Yeah,
like that was strange.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that caused him to have that Bell's palsy.
Yes, yes. So sometimes I do feel sorry for him, but come on, Embiid, how is it every season, every year? Oh, but that MVP year, every year,
yeah,
you hurt.
And everybody keeps giving him a pass because the talent that you see, and he showed you he can play.
Yes.
But I said 2 years ago that they should move on from Embiid. And I got a lot of flack because it's a repeat thing that you're watching.
Yes.
And we'd be fools to think next year going to be different.
You might be right. It might be time to move on. It's unfortunate because like you said, he has the talent to be great. But unfortunately, every year he's hurt.
And you're wasting draft picks, you're wasting talent that's coming into the league at that position because you're hoping that he'll be healthy.
Yes.
And you kind of can't argue because when he's on the floor, he's the best player every single time.
Every single time. By far.
When is he on the floor?
But you know what? To be fair to Embiid, there's a whole lot of people in the NBA like that.
That's what I said. Yeah.
AD. Luka was hurt until the trade, and he just got back then.
Yeah.
It's just a whole lot of players. And your boy Ben Simmons, he with the Clippers now.
Yeah, and they just cut him.
They cut Ben Simmons.
No, I'm thinking of somebody. You're right. Okay, you're right.
He with the Clippers now.
I hope I ain't speak that into it.
I know. Don't.
Lord,
poor Ben. Ben, you gonna stay with the Clippers, brother.
But you hope you don't
light skin on light skin crime.
I hope you don't get clipped. Don't get clipped, man. Because if Kawhi,
man, Kawhi, that's another
one. See,
that's another person.
Man,
with the talent, but always got some type of injury. Always has to sit out.
See, but that old school in San Antonio, Popovich ain't played that.
Oh no, you know.
And you seen him develop and grow.
Yes.
And once he left, they let him do what he
Yeah,
wants.
yeah, he just does what he wants now. And yeah, it's a mentality that we need to change
Mm-hmm.
in the NBA. And
Because kids are watching, and they're going to think they can do that. They're going to think, I can chill, man.
yep,
I don't got to put in this hard work.
ain't got to put in that work. I don't have to want it that bad anymore because nobody wants it that bad in the NBA.
No.
It's a sad thing, and we come from a generation that they played no matter. Doc played no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I only know Doc missed games. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, and we can even go to another sport, football. Ronnie Lott got his fingers.
They told Ronnie Lott, you come out the game, or we cut off your finger.
And they cut it off right there.
And he said, cut off my finger.
Cut it off.
Now, I love sports. I love to play sports.
Yeah.
But it come down to playing in my finger. Man.
And they just.
I'm going to sit down somewhere.
He said, I just closed my eyes and I knew it'd be over. What?
You can sit out the game or you get your finger cut off.
But
and he said, cut off my finger.
That's that one. And
Yeah.
and in that sport, you got everything out of that.
Yes.
Man, he was one of the best.
Oh, yeah.
If not the best.
Yeah, he was definitely one of the best.
Mm.
Top 5 at his position, no doubt. All time.
Run across that middle if you want to.
Man. he put the whooping on you.
See, and now, when you're in football,
Yes.
this is another thing. With I know you're afraid of concussions. This is a violent sport, though.
Yeah, and it's a sport that you decide to play. You know the risks, you know the rewards, and you decide to play it. But they trying to keep you from getting hurt, and you can't play football.
You can't play like that.
You can't play like that.
Because then that's when you're going to.
That's when you're gonna get hurt.
When you're trying not to.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like at a job. If you in a job and you dealing with burning acid or something, if you try not to get burned,
You're gonna get burnt all day.
because you holding it and moving,
Right,
and,
John.
you got to.
You got to go out there.
That's what
and
you
just do
signed
it.
up for, man.
Yep.
Come on, man. It's
That's what you sign up for. That's what you get paid for.
now you got players now running across the field. They don't care.
Nah, they don't care.
They don't run across the middle. Ain't nobody gonna hit
Ain't
them.
about that. If they hit them, they're gonna be 15 yards. Might get kicked out the game. College football too.
Yes, this stuff has changed, man.
Man, yeah, hit Aaron Rodgers a little bit. Flag coming out.
Push Patrick Mahomes.
Breathe on Patrick Mahomes while the flag come out.
Man, he got to the Super Bowl twice on that.
Yeah, I know. They taking the easy way out, and football is a violent sport, and you sign up for it, and you know what it is. You know the risk, you know the reward, and you go out there and play.
Yeah, it's I heard what the NBA is trying to do to make it more creative for the fan
Yeah,
during All-Star weekend, to make it like the USA versus the world, like
world.
they do. But ain't that what the Olympics is?
that's what the Olympics is.
So that's a fail to me.
And just because it's USA versus the world, they ain't gonna play no D. They ain't not playing D because they don't want to play D.
This is the Stars' chance to rest
Yeah.
during the All-Star weekend.
Yeah.
I'm resting.
They want to rest.
Jordan played 82 games in his final season with the Wizards.
82 games.
He was the oldest player, man.
He was the oldest player playing 82 games.
And he said, I played 82 games because that was my job.
Yep, that's a professional.
He said if it was a 9 to 5, I couldn't take them days off like that.
You can't when you go to the job.
Come on, man.
You can't wake up in the morning and tell your job, I'm not coming in today because I got discomfort. Imagine tell your boss that. Imagine tell your boss I got discomfort. I ain't coming in today.
Yeah, you're gonna need another job.
Yeah, you're gonna need another job. They're gonna find somebody else. They're gonna come in and do their job. And the NBA players, it's time to get back to being professionals.
Yeah.
And playing for the fans.
Because they're losing grip on
Yes.
the sport.
Yes.
And you don't want to do that, man. This this sport and this game has come a long way
Oh, has it?
to start crashing like this.
Yes.
I mean, you getting, like you said, it's a game Saturday and you don't know who's playing.
I have no idea who's playing. I'm going to have to wait to game time just to find out if the big three going to play.
See, and we're both Sixers fans. You got your Sixer hat on.
Yeah, I got my Sixers hat on.
If it was me and the way I feel, you got to cut bait.
You have to.
In the offseason. You got to cut bait with Embiid. Paul George, I'm sorry. It ain't work. We got to build this thing around Maxey. And we got to get some young players in here. Yeah, you can get some veterans to come along, but
some veterans that want to play.
This process, this is done.
Yeah, the process has been over.
This process is this has been the longest process.
That process is over.
What the Bible say? You walk around the mountain 40 years.
40 years doing the same thing.
That's what the Sixers are doing.
Speaking of the Bible, let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 9. Look at verse 24 for me. When we talk about athletes, the Bible, Paul right here is speaking in the Bible. He says, you know that many runners enter a race, but only one of them win the prize. So run to win. Athletes work hard. Let's say that again. Athletes work hard to win a crown that cannot last. But we Christians, we do it for a crown that is forever. And like we've been saying about how the NBA should be. As Christians, we should be doing our best, working hard to be our best so that God can shine through us. We want the light of God to be seen through us, and we need to work hard in our life. And that's something that not only NBA players, but our society has got away from, working hard, doing the very best that you can. Mm-hmm. And we want to change that. We want to, as Christians, show that we are doing the best we can to be who God has called us to be.
I think all of us, as a society, including Christians, we've been bottle fed too long.
Yes,
and we got to build that strength up again. It's like you go to the gym and you work out. When you stop going, man, you lose a lot of that muscle.
You lose that muscle.
Yeah, and I think that's what everybody's done in sports and just life. It's just we've all become weak.
Yeah, we've become a little too lazy, a little too laid back, and we got to get back to being the best that we could be, being focused, being committed. As a father, I know you know this. You one of the better fathers for your age group. You got to be committed 24 hours a day. Mm-hmm. You committed to your family. You committed to treating your children to the best they could have in life. Not material things, but character, integrity, education. You want your kids to have the best, be the best, and that's why you're a great father. That's why you work, and your wife Chrissy, she go to work and she make the money and she do all the type of stuff, and you out there, you working, you making the money and doing all type of stuff. You got the baby all big now, but that's what it is. It's not so that we can live our life and the pleasures are our life, but for the future, and our children are the future. And when you live life doing the best you can, you're going to reap what you sow. That's the key. Reaping what you sow. Always give your best.
See, and that's why, appreciate that. And you, with your kids, your son was in the military.
In the military.
Followed after
Marine Corps.
Followed after his son. Or after his
dad.
Me. Yeah, it's just a
double dogs.
It's just something, you instill that in your children and they're young.
Yes.
And, whether we, as parents, like you said, things get tough, but they watch.
They watch you.
They watch it just like we watch Jesus.
Just what we watch. Jesus is our example. Mm-hmm. We are an example to our children. We are an example to our community, to our neighborhood. Do the very best that you can. You're going to reap what you sow. I think a lot of times people forget that. They sow into me, that they forget that you're going to reap what you sow.
Mm-hmm. And if you're going to follow Christ, he gave you an example to show you that you can do it.
That's right. Yeah, you can do it. You put on the whole armor of God. And why you put on the whole armor of God? Because nothing can penetrate the armor of God. It's not your armor, it's God's armor.
And you better put it on when you walk out the house.
Nowadays, you better have it on. You see the plane the plane that crashed in Canada?
I know.
Man, you better know Jesus.
You know what all these plane crashes and stuff, you know what airline ain't crashed?
Which one?
Spirit.
Ain't
that crazy?
Spirit ain't crashed.
Spirit
They
ain't
got
crashed,
the
man.
Spirit of God.
Man, it's rough. I heard it's rough on there.
It's rough over there. It's rough over there. You need Jesus. You need the fruit of the Spirit.
It's gonna test your spirit when you get on there, boy. Good God.
You know we got an event coming up Saturday at the Wilmington Library. It is going to be a fantastic time. I know you're gonna have a chance to interview the special guest there, Miss Moore,
and her daughter Brooklyn.
And her daughter Brooklyn.
The daughter wrote a book.
She wrote a book. You talking about young people doing stuff?
Yeah.
She wrote a book, and her mom is a fantastic actress, and I look forward to hearing what she has to say about life in general.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man.
It's gonna be good. So meet us there. It's your main man, the Rev, my main man Ryan. Meet us at the Wilmington Library, and we're gonna have a good time. Here we go, America.
We about to go in a second.
Yeah, we're gonna go in a second. Take your time, because we're gonna go. Here we go.
There it is.
Here we go. At our church, Jesus is Lord. That single belief calls us together as a community and sends us into our world with hope and purpose. At our church, your past will never define your future. There's always redemption, which means there's always a brighter day. At our church, we don't think we're better than any other church out there. We're just doing our best to become our best. At our church, we want you to believe in God, but we also want you to know that God believes in you. We are not against people who don't attend church anywhere. Instead, we pursue them with love, the very same love that's pursuing us. At our church, we're learning to serve God with all our hearts, and we're learning to worship Him with all our lives. And if you're looking for the perfect church, we're not it. At our church, we will make mistakes, but we will choose to grow from them. At our church, we're part of a global community that's knit together by the resurrection of Jesus. And by the way, at our church, we believe that really happened too. At our church, we will engage with people who are in real need because we are the hands and the feet of Christ. And finally, we need you to hear this loud and clear. At our church, it's not really our church at all. It's His. And we live and move and breathe in His church for His glory and His fame, not ours. So here's the invitation. You're invited to jump in with your whole heart at your own pace and to experience the life that awaits you in Christ. Friends, this is going to be good. Welcome to our church.